Well, hello and welcome back to Sofia. It's the opening day of competition at the European Championships, and we're about to get underway with all the medal matches in this final block. I'm delighted to be sitting alongside Annette Worm. Good afternoon, Annette.
Yes, good afternoon to you, everybody. And we will have the procedure that we go by fight on one match, right? Is it?
Absolutely. And first of the contests features Francesca Milani of Italy. She's up against Shira Rishoni of Israel. It's the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 48 kilo category. It'll be Milani in the white judogi, Rishoni in white. Those of you who were with us earlier on will know the route to the final.
Yes.
And the referee in the middle for this one is Hanna Safarikova of the Czech Republic.
So here they are. And we just saw the record 2-0 for Milani. 2 times it was the Italian who won that fight against the Israeli fighter.
I think the only reason I remember how Milani got to the bronze medal contest is because both the Italians had to fight both Serbians.
Yes.
And it went 1-1. Milani coming out ahead of Andrea Stoyadinov, and it was on the other side of the draw, Milica Nikolic overcoming Ascudo, I think, the other Italian.
Ascudo, yes.
Oh! Yeah. There's some problems here, Annette.
Yes. That was there against the elbow.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they decided.
And Sakumake wasn't going to. Yeah.
Hello.
Well, you'll see.
Hopefully it's not
you'll
too
see
bad.
on the replay.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not too bad for Shira Rishoni.
Not the way that you want to win a bronze medal, not the way that you want to lose a fight. You know, it's just poor technique at this level. You know, one doesn't expect it.
Yeah. I wonder how much pain she has while she was crying for the third place. But also maybe when you realize something is not good.
There is no technique from there. Exactly. You know, even the coach is saying, you know, what are you doing? You go against the arm. It's the far arm that you want to take.
This is dangerous. Honestly, I can't watch it, Sheldon.
Yeah.
You have to describe.
Right, well, we're sorry to have to bring you that particular action, and luckily enough you came off there in one piece. We come now to the second of the bronze medal contest in the under 48 kilo category. Milica Nikolic of Serbia goes up against Julia Figueroa of Spain. It's Nikolic in the white judogi, Figueroa in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Vladimir Lutsabidze of Georgia. And just before we get too far into this, just to finish off on the, nobody wants to see that kind of action. And what's really difficult is to say that Francesca Milani didn't intend it. She didn't intend it, but it's execution of poor technique, which you hope by the time that they get to this level, they've got rid of. Fortunately for Milani, he still got it.
It didn't. Yeah, it happened. Absolutely, I agree.
Right.
All right, the two of them.
On to better things.
Yes. Yeah. So the two of them, they faced each other. We have seen it in the graphics quite a few times. So 4-4, a completely opened match is that. Nikolic and Figueroa seated here today as number 3. Beg your pardon, as number 4. Lost against Shireen Buckley in the semi-final. She went quite far. and she could collect some more points. At the moment she's ranked as number 12, and especially we spoke about it when you have a teammate, and in her case it is Andrea Stoyadinov. She's ranked as 16th and lost her rapid charge contest. Then another chance to get some more points, and this is then in the end deciding the next event, where if you have a seated place or not, and what position you have in the next competition. And in the end, it's always nice to end your competition up with a bronze medal. So
Spain have got a few people in the lineup, haven't they?
Oh, yeah.
Francisco Garrigos, we'll see him a bit later. And when we get down even further,
Gutierrez Martin,
who is really suffering from a cut above the eye.
Yeah.
It was on the forehead, on the eyebrow, I think it is. That may cause him some problems.
Yeah.
Nikolic has got good near-waza. That time, Figueroa giving an indication that may have been across the face. We can come back to that point that we were making earlier on about there was a suspicion of it being across the face.
Suspicion, yes.
No score as yet. Single Shido against Figueroa. After contest still to come.
Yeah, both are really calm. Both have their focus, not too much jumping around and not too hectic like that. Not the best grip when Figueroa attacked. She had no influence to her opponent to bring her onto the ground. Too far away. A minute 20 left. Interesting to see. Last year, Shira Rashoni ended up as 7th. This year, she will be on the podium. And Julia Figueroa, for example, also 7th place last year. Now here in the bronze medal contest. Yeah.
Close, but not quite.
Yeah.
It's amazing how many times Nikolic is there or thereabouts.
Yes.
The bronze medal, you're there, or thereabouts, 5th. Just out of interest, we can look up on her record and see how many 5th places she has. The perennial 5th place winner.
There are a few. Yeah, all in all. We need to have a look at the championships, the world championships. I mean, that was 1 time senior, 1 time junior, 2 times 5th. So that's right. You can be so close, and even if you're already in the semi-final, as she was today, there's the danger of ending with no medal at all.
Twice at the World Championships, once at the Masters, 4 Grand Slams, 3 Grand Prix. I mean, these are all 5th places.
Yes.
The list of them, it just goes on forever.
Yeah.
And then bronze medals, 5 Grand Prix bronze medals, 7 Grand Slam bronze medals.
You mean this is a record?
I would imagine so. To check on the stats generator. Anyway, we're into the golden score period. 2 penalties picked up by Figueroa, just the one to Nikolic, and she's that clever. That's a nice effort there.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite going to join them up. He was tempted, wasn't he? He was tempted to give a score there.
Yes.
I think there was a pause. Needs to keep that leg trapped. Tight on the head. Figueroa just looking to use the left leg to push the leg free, but she's got to keep the top half. And the minute she concentrates on 2 halves, she's almost like a neck crank. Oh! No, he's not happy. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Someone's not going to be happy here.
Did he think somebody tapped?
Well,
maybe.
let's see
maybe it looked like.
Because we don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but we know that it is an experienced referee.
Yeah.
Something must have happened.
Right.
There must have some movement of the hand that it looks like.
No movement. It was the fact that she didn't have a movement that he thought she'd gone out, and as soon
maybe
as
she closed her leg, her eyes.
Yeah. So, and the minute that he gave the ippon, the minute that he gave the ippon, she was up and looking at him like, "What are you talking about?" And then he realised, she's not out. Yeah, that was a tricky one. He's going to have to wear that one, I'm afraid. Minute 15 of golden score.
Yeah. Everybody was confused in that
So
situation.
Especially because, as you say,
the faces were.
he's one of the best referees in the world. However, what we're looking at there is his attempt to protect the athlete. If the strangle had continued for longer, in his opinion, if she was out and he had allowed it to continue, it could have been dangerous. So that's what he was looking to ensure that didn't happen. But the second that he realised that he'd made that, he corrected it, and we've gone on without any real harm being done. And I think that Figueroa could easily have said no, she tapped, but she never argued that point. Little Ouchigari was too far away. He's not happy, is he? You can see it on his face. He's
Yes,
trying to just let the contest go on now and let the fighters get back into it. I mean, they've moved on.
Exactly, it had no influence.
Exactly.
Of some of the action. Everybody was confused. Everyone was looking and.
Yeah, everyone has moved on.
Everything is
we're looking at him because we understand that he's feeling it. Anyway, let's move on. We've had nearly 2.5 minutes on the golden score period. Both fighters have picked up 2 penalties.
Yeah, that was a little bit poor. Okay.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry, but it was a Maki Komi that was too far away.
Yes.
You have to make some contact with your opponent, and you have to make them defend it. There was no defense of that. You know?
It is another 5th place.
Yeah, and another 5th place.
Maybe it is the consequence, really until the end. As hard as it gets, of course it is difficult, but maybe this is the little difference sometimes.
I don't know if we're going to see that last effort, but for me, that the last effort is just too far away.
Yeah.
And she doesn't threaten her opponent. And in not threatening, here's the action here.
She closed her, you see?
Yeah, she's got her eyes closed. There's no tap. There's no tap.
Yeah, and look how long.
Yeah,
I mean, I understand. No defense.
And it looks, she's looking at him right away and saying, we can't see the eyes. What's going on?
So there was a reason.
Yeah.
There was absolutely a reason.
Yeah.
And just to take take care of the athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And
to be honest,
immediately,
she played with fire because she shut her eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
You can also say, okay, then that
And
was
here's the last action.
That's the last
I don't know if you're
action.
going to see that again, but that was the one that did it. You're just too far away. You know, there's just too big a gap between you and your opponent.
Wow.
Right, we come now to the final of the under 48 kilo category. Shireen Bouclé of France goes up against Catarina Costa of Portugal. It'll be Bouclé in the white judogi, Costa in blue. Annette's going to tell you all about the number of times they've gone head to head. The referee in the middle for this one is Gostini Balas of Hungary. Here's Annette.
Yeah, there's a road to the final. There we're gonna have the referee who is refereeing that first gold medal contest here, and the two of them didn't meet before in the competition, so 0-0, and they are also really close in the world ranking. Shireen Bouclé number 2 and Catarina Costa, she really makes her way up in the world ranking list. She's number 4.
So a first ever meeting.
A first ever meeting, yes.
All right.
It's the number 1 against the number 2 here in this competition. From the
seeding has worked out really well. In fact, in most of the weight categories, I think we've got 1 and 2 or 1 and 3. There's probably only one weight category where we have not the 1 and 2 in the final.
And speaking about 5th places, it's a little bit similar when I look to Costa's records. Olympic Games 5th place, 2 times 5th place at World Championships, Masters 5th place, 3 times Grand Slam 5th place, and even Continental. No medal so far, so it would be.
It's not rivaling. It's not rivaling Nicola, who's got 7. 7 fifth
You're right.
At
You're
Grand
right.
Slam. She's a beginner.
Yes. But please don't learn from it.
No, don't follow.
No, don't
in
follow.
the footsteps. However, as we said, what you get with bronze medals and 5th places are continued racking up of these points. So it's little wonder that she's really well placed in the ranking list, because she's always collecting points.
Exactly.
Backed up into a corner, managed to turn out of it. Bouclé is growing in confidence and stature all the time. Costa's going to have to go off. She's cut her finger, I think, and that's the blood that you see on the jacket of Bouclé. She wouldn't have been allowed to come to the tatami with that, so she's picked that up in this contest.
Yes, we mentioned it this morning. Shireen Bouclé won the European title 2 years ago. Last year it was Destria Krasniki, so she really got chances to get that title back. And everything still open. I really like to see her on the tatami. Really, she already had a big success at junior level and now also at senior level. A good fighter, good thrower, good spirit. Shireen Bouclé has.
Yeah, and as you'd expect with the French team, they're all well prepared. Very rarely do you get a French athlete turning up to an event and not on good form.
And all of them seated here as number 1, so for today. All 3 female fighters. Bouclé,
Bouchard and Sissi.
yeah,
What we see earlier was Alexander Yatskovich, the head refereeing director of the European Judo Union, and the last two gentlemen were shot there. The president of the International Judo Federation, Mr. Marius Wieser, and the current president of the European Judo Union, Otto Kneitinger. So many years the head, leader, owner, top man at Ravensberg.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Only fitting that even Otto would say, you know, at the back end of his judo career, that he should be rewarded with a position.
Yeah.
For president of the European Judo Union. Well done to Mr. Kneitinger.
Hard fight for the grip. Both received the penalty for avoiding it, at least. And 2 penalties now already. Costa picked up half the contest. Still to come. Whoop.
A bit too far away. Oh, slightly over ambitious there. Looking to make something happen.
The attempt here, right-sided. Not the best position, but she tried it hard.
I thought maybe the third one on it would be same top with the koji to the rear.
Yeah.
I thought she was setting her up for that, but maybe she didn't feel that comfortable with it. Went for a third Marote Cernegi effort.
Yeah.
None of them really did a great deal. A lot of energy for no result. Well, apart from just racking up the attacks and keeping Buckley out of the attack, if you like.
She wants to wait for the reaction, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that. The French coach wasn't happy, but I thought that was a reasonable Sitemi-Waza effort, and there you go. And now you get the result from the 3 failed Cernegi plus that little Sitemi-Waza, and all of a sudden they're both on 2 Shidos.
Good grip.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah,
yes. Oh, it's not over yet. We are not in a golden score.
You had a quick look at the clock.
Yeah.
Wrapping the arm up now.
Both. Yeah.
Looking for the turnover.
Involves her on the ground. This is all time.
44 seconds when they went to ground. We're at 24 now. So 28 seconds taken off the clock. 22 in the end. That was a really worthwhile exchange for Shireen Buckley on the ground, because it really has taken a lot of the steam out of, or a lot of the pressure off the clock. She's got to survive 22 seconds, avoid getting thrown, and avoid picking up another penalty. She's already got 2. Can't afford a penalty. There comes Costa.
Both positions are very opened. You see, it's not a left or right-sided position. It's very open. So both trying to pull. So if you come with a koji or oji, it can be difficult.
Shireen Buckley, it is, who sees off the remaining 22 seconds without any real to-do. Never came under real threat in the closing seconds, and in the end, good job done by Shireen Buckley of France. Silver medal to Catarina Costa of Portugal. She seems reasonably okay with that result.
Yes, absolutely. And I was looking for the word dangerous, not difficult or different. dangerous when you are so opened in your position. And a happy girl.
Yeah, it's slightly unusual, Annette, and people at home watching may have picked up on that. You can get 2 right-sided players, 2 left-sided players, or 1 left and right. But when you've got them both prepared to face, be reasonably upright and attacking, then the chances are you're going to get something. Okay, we only got the 1 score from Buckley, but it was a nice score. And it came with 44 seconds left on the clock. So
maybe in the right timing.
Done all their hard work.
Yeah, yeah.
Buckley, European champion. Coming up next, the first of the bronze medal contest in the under 60 kilo category. Cedric Revol of France goes up against Luhumi Chukwuemeka of Georgia. It'll be Revol in the white judogi, Chukwuemeka, and the referee in the middle for this one is Siniša Škrnović of Serbia. Here's Annette.
Well, and the both of them met actually 3 times on 3 occasions. 2 times he won. And there was a big gap in the ranking list. Number 8 and number 40. But I just have to correct it. It was 2-1 between Revol and Chukwuemeka. Find this one out. Yeah, the last two times, you would not expect that when you have a look to the world ranking, because Revol seated as number 40, in the world ranking, but won 2 times, the last 2 times, against Chukwuemeka, who is number 8. Interesting.
He doesn't appear to enjoy that style.
Yeah. Something is, yeah.
Chukwuemeka. He's going to try and balance things up a little bit now.
Yes, but you also don't need to forget that the 3 times they met, this is a few years ago. It is the last time was 2018. So
things have changed
absolutely.
since then.
Yeah.
Right? Let's see how Chukwuemeka has developed, or maybe Revol has stagnated. He hasn't.
Yeah.
He hasn't moved on. Oh, chance on the ground here. Missed the head. Lost it now.
No. The idea was good because both had a little bit overly defensive posture, so to get underneath your opponent and to come up with a sotemi-wasa, that's a good idea. But
Chukwuemeka caught his hand in that last action. I'm not quite sure where it was. Wrist, elbow maybe?
Yeah.
Trying to flex that now as he was going over. Maybe it was his hand going down.
It could be.
You know, trying to avoid.
Good defense from Revol.
He's still favouring that right elbow. I think it is.
I think so too. It was so quick. Never not bad attack here from the French fighter.
Revol just indicating to the referee that was quite clearly across his face.
another attempt.
Is that the double-footed Tomoe-nage?
Yeah.
Viviani hunting down his opponent. We usually go back to a particular start point, but Viviani following Revol there in preparedness for getting back underway. Right arm seems to be okay now as it goes round the waist and now up around the collar, back on the sleeve. So he's got mobility, if anything. He's moved it 3 times, so I think I'm going to give up on saying that he's hurt his elbow. He's back in business now, Viviani.
Yeah.
Single Shido against him, 1.5 minutes left to go.
It's a little bit awkward, to be honest. Both are almost on the ground. So this upright position, I miss a little bit.
Yeah, you get that when you think, ooh, it looks as though he knocked him out there, didn't it? He caught him in the face and he turned away, and it looked like a boxing match for a second.
But immediately he apologized.
Yeah. Right, they're going to have a look at that action. Was that accidental, or did he clearly give him a bit of a whack? Maybe we can have a look at it. I thought it was just accidental. Yeah, and they've let it go on. That can happen sometimes, and he immediately apologised.
Yeah. Yep.
Although Revol was on his front as the apology was coming. He almost laid him out there.
Yeah.
Suideshi from Viviani has Revol avoiding. Now we've got a little over 1 minute left to go. It's nothing fantastic. It's not super spectacular. It's just enough to keep you interested, because you're not sure which way it's going to go. Revol, who is at, did you say, number 40 on the world ranking list. Quite a way down on Viviani, and nowhere near the kind of accomplishments and experience that Viviani's got, but he's still in there battling away. 30 odd seconds left to go. I wonder if Revol is going to frustrate Viviani out of the contest, if you see what I mean. Just going to get him to make a mistake, because he hasn't been able to get past the Frenchman's defence. Viviani is claiming a score here, but the referee's not interested.
Is that the first time we've seen that?
Well, it would be interesting if there was some sort of score, because the referee has said, I don't think there's a score here.
Yeah.
Let's go on. Commission have had a look at it, and they don't think there's a score there. 15 seconds left to go. Still just that single Shido against Viviani. Revol has done well to remain penalty-free as we come towards golden score period. Look to go right, then look to go left. Both attacks were ineffective, and we are going to have a period of golden score.
The attacks are not that good. He just goes down, sometimes even without getting underneath. Not very precise. Attempt here from Cicmignani, right side. Pushed him back.
I'll let you know. Well, who's going to run out of steam first? I think this is the question now.
I'm afraid that, that will be the solution here.
Viviani picks up his second kilo.
Yeah.
Maybe that will galvanise him into action. He catches him in the face a second time now. Almost comes up with a score.
All right, 1.5 minutes now already, golden score. He looks desperate now. Trickmaniani.
The referee's had to tell Viviani to tidy up his gi. He was set and ready to go, and he still hadn't tidied his gi up, and he has now, and we're underway.
Yeah.
Coach Igaki,
Oh,
over
yeah.
he goes.
He gave it up in the end,
Yeah.
Trickmaniani. The thing is, this was a kind of awkward style,
Yeah.
and he didn't have a solution. He didn't find a solution to be the more clever one and to overcome him with an own technique. So it's the third time now in a row that the French fighter won against him, and he's on a podium.
He's got his number, hasn't he?
Incredible.
Revel.
Yes.
He's been able to work him out as yet. Whatever style it is that Revel brings to the party, it's one that Viviani does not enjoy. Revel's perfectly happy, however. Time for a few hand slaps. Well, the crowd are a little bit higher up for these. Oh, that was the that was the knockout blow, wasn't it?
The accident. Yeah. That was a good picture. So, the last day, we just have seen Lukasz Kropalek. He won't have any problem.
They'll just walk
Yes.
perfectly naturally, put his hand up, and he'll give high fives to all of those youngsters who are hanging their hands down. It doesn't quite work for the 60 kilo fighters, does it? It's a jump up there.
Well, but on the other side, tactically, very clever from the French fighter. He knew how he can get it onto the bronze, onto the podium. Was a good,
We come now to the second of the bronze medal contests in the under 60 kilo category. Balabey Agaev of Azerbaijan goes up against Yuri Fistratn, Belgium. It will be Agaev in the white judogi, Fistratn in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Lisa Harrison of Great Britain.
So here are the two of them. They didn't meet in the previous contest. The Belgium number 9, and he was seated here as number 4. And the Azeri fighter here, I think he belonged to the top 8.
Well, I don't think anyone has been on the mat longer today than Yuri Fistratn. He was involved in that 10-minute plus contest earlier on. So he's probably had at least 2 more contests than anyone else.
Yes.
Or at least 2 more than Agaev, anyway. A marathon contest.
Yeah.
Thought about going for the Kansetsu waza, throwing the right leg over, but wasn't there in the end.
It was a Japanese round. Japanische Runde. No stop.
Verstraeten has a look at Agaev as if to say, come on. He's become quite hard, Verstraeten. Up till a year or 2 years ago, I suppose, I could say he had these childlike, boyish looks. He's developed quite a hard exterior on the mat. What a roll that was.
Yeah.
Make sure that he's got the head.
It's interesting.
Properly, yeah.
Oh, still good. Oh, yeah.
Now he's out.
Yeah. But to see this from a Nazari fighter, I mean, there are a few, but it's not so common. Yeah. Hedarov likes it to be on the ground, and but yeah, it's still something special. Let's say that. And he had got chances, and although his legs were not closed, he kept control about him for some seconds. Not enough for a score, but yeah, it was a good chance. Definitely. Half the contest is gone. No score, no penalty.
He's going again.
Yeah.
And then he decides not to attack on the ground. It's a slight surprise there, given that he'd had some success in turning his opponent over and having the osaikomi called, that when he did have another chance, he thought, no, I'm going to leave it. Oh well. Tomoyanagi effort from Verstraeten has Agaev defending strongly but fails to move him. Now Agaev picks up the penalty for passivity. Minute 20 odd left to go. Verstraeten's already blowing heavily. We've still got a minute of the contest left to come. Had to have taken quite a lot out of him. It was a grueling 10-minute golden score, so 4 minutes in the contest, 10 minutes in golden score, and that was the time that was on the clock, not the length of the time that they'd actually spent on the tatami. Got a good defense on the ground, Agaev. And he did have Verstraeten in osaikomi earlier, so he's someone that you're going to have to watch on the ground. You're not going to get past his defences easily. Yeah,
and take care there.
And then take care
when you're with him on the ground.
You don't get caught.
Yeah. Agaev in the world ranking behind his teammate Karamat Husseinov.
Yeah. Where are they?
Husseinov number 3, Agaev number 18. He could get a little bit closer to him. 1,200 points in between them, but with some events it can happen very quickly that you get close to. And Karamat,
you win a Grand Slam, you'll pass him.
Yes. They have the same age actually, both 23.
awkward exchange there.
So,
right, we're half a minute into golden score. Agaev still has that single Shido against him. These two need to pick up the pace here a little bit.
yes, I agree. Totally.
And very cagey, the pair of them. Gary just got the one hand and almost came up with the left-sided Senegi on the way out. Not a bad combination from Strat, but he ran into the knee of Agaev. That was what blocked him. It wasn't deliberately blocked initially by Agaev. No, Agaev picks up the second penalty.
So now he could increase a little bit the pressure. He has to. 2 penalties against him. Ooh.
Yes, he's going to score there. There's enough, yes.
And he used that.
He got
used
the
it.
momentum coming forward.
Yeah.
Almost walked onto it, didn't he?
Yeah, Agaev had to risk. He had to. And for Stratton,
Happy days.
he used it, yes. Mm-hmm.
Agaev can't believe it.
Yeah, 5th place is always the worst place.
Yes, ask Nikolic.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa Harrison just trying to get things finished here.
Yeah, worse than losing a final, to be honest. But you lose your last fight, that's the same, but you are still on the podium.
Yeah, there's a lot of disappointment from Agaev. But he managed to maintain his composure and bow off, be respectful to his opponent. It was only momentarily stepping away from the tatami, a little bit like Francesca Milani. She stepped off the tatami and went to the advertising hall.
Yeah.
I was wondering what was going to happen to them. Yeah, he does get a hand down in an effort to try and keep him from going over.
Perfect view there.
And then he kind of cartwheeled on his head anyway. So.
He went backwards and just used that movement for his own attack. Brilliant. Really brilliant. Yep.
Jorrit Verstraeten, bronze medal winner in the under 60 kilo category. Well and truly marked up. Looks as though he's been dragged through a hedge backwards. Marks all over his body.
Mm-hmm.
Right, we come now to the final of the under 60 kilo category. Yanislav Gerchev of Bulgaria goes up against Francisco Garrigos of Spain. It'll be Gerchev in the white judogi, Garrigos in blue. Garrigos down Chukvimiani and Agaev, who we've already seen. Gerchev on his way, defeated Pestrat. The referee in the middle for this one is Ioana Babiuk of Romania. Here's Anna.
And we will see if Francisco Garrigos can defend his title. He won it last year. But his opponent, Yanislav Gerchev, he has a big advantage. He has the home crowd in his back. And he is in a great shape today. And I think this is one important point for him here today, which also extra motivated him to get so far. Gerchev threw out the number 1 seed here, Artem Lesyuk of the Ukraine. So he came from Pool A. And yeah, it's for me difficult to predict. I'm just looking forward to seeing a really good final here with plenty of action.
Yes, Gerchev will need to be on his absolute best here to take this gold medal. We were saying when he won his semi-final that at the very least, the Bulgarians know that they've got a medal on the opening day of competition. But what a thing it would be for them to take the gold medal.
The crowd supports him as good as it can. Left-sided, half-hearted attempt here from Gerchev.
Gerchev has been around for a while. 32 years old. He's on the belt.
Yeah.
Maybe just a little bit too long. He's moved it now. Moved the hand.
Oh, brought himself in danger. That was Gerchev's initial attempt to attack, but Garrigos clever enough. I hope the crowd stays fair. Oh, face, I think it's not okay. Yeah. A minute 40, Garrigos has taken the lead here. Garrigos, a very clever and smart fighter. Let's see if Gerchev has an idea to surprise him. We know Garrigos now for so many years, don't we? Was it in Miami?
Yeah, when we saw
2014.
him first as a junior.
Yes, I think he won there, Garrigos, and we followed his way from, watched how he's doing from junior to senior. Yeah. Junior World Champion 2014. He turned him. Seikomi is counting. He got a good control. Legs are closed, so it makes it difficult to grab a leg. And he did it. Wow. Garrigos, the old and the new champion. The crowd is disappointed. But still. You have to accept if someone is better. You have to accept. Maybe you wanted it in another way, but you have to accept.
Yes, that's just the.
And this is this is very nice from Janislav Gerchev, because he realized that the crowd was booing it to him, and he showed him, hey, he won it. He's the champion.
And now everyone's cheering.
Big disrespect, yes, big disrespect, really. To react. after you lost the fight. I really appreciate that. So, the old and the new European champion, Francesco Garrigos.
Yeah, you mentioned that Garrigos won the gold medal in 2014 at the Junior World Championships. So whilst we're waiting for the presentation party, I'm just going to go through the other gold medalists who remained at the top level. An Chang Rim went on to become world champion. Todd Christian, silver medalist at least once. Only gold medal winners we're talking about.
I know, but I just saw that
not
name.
not losers.
Oh,
Who comes second?
we won't mention that name
he
now.
was a loser. Right. Kondo Ami did not go on to be the world champion. The Japanese. She arrived there as the world champion. She was already world champion.
That was incredible.
Tamaoki Momo, Amandine Bouchard, there are a few there.
Yeah.
Barbara Matic. And we come now to the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 48 kilo category. So that's taking place now. We had Shira Rishoni of Israel and Julia Figueroa, the bronze medalist. Katerina Costa took the silver, but it was Shireen Bouclé of France who came up with the gold medal. Medals were presented there by the president of the International Judo Federation, Mr. Mario Spitzer. Asahina Sara also won the gold medal.
Yeah.
There, that was the lot.
That were incredible world championships all together. What an impression that was.
And the silver medal winner we were talking about, we lost to Todd Christian, was none other than Nicolas Sherazadishvili. He just happened to lose on that day.
Yes.
Okay, we take it back. Now the national anthem of France. Yeah, well, he's decided he wanted to be next to the chief rather than on the other side. The chief put him in his place. Okay, right, there is the winning quartet without masks. Figueroa and Rishoni were the bronze medal winners. It was Costa who took the silver, and everyone's managed a big beaming smile. Of course, Bouclés is the biggest gold medal winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, give a applause for the medalists.
That was a high quality field as well. What did we say that one? 4 out of 10?
Yes, we said it.
4 of the top 10 in the world were there. That was a good field.
Yeah.
Right, coming up next, we have the first of the bronze medal contests in the under 52 kilo category. Istria Krasniqi of Kosovo goes up against Masha Ballhaus of Germany. It'll be Krasniqi in the white judogi, Ballhaus in blue, and with expert analysis and a summary of everything that goes on in this contest. Here's Annette.
Oh, nice introduction.
Oh, there's no holding back when it comes to you. Annette, there you go.
So we're gonna have a look at his nil to nil, the head to head, and look at the world ranking. Yes, ranked as 16th, Krasniqi in her quite a while time new category. Roberta Curlia of Italy will be the referee, and there we're gonna have Masha Ballhaus.
I don't think it's any secret that Masha is having the time of her life today, isn't she?
Yes.
Absolutely. This is going to be best performance.
Yeah.
Not quite the dizzying heights for Krasniqi, who has had some degree of success, given that she's already the Olympic champion.
Yeah.
But in the weight below.
Exactly.
So a tall order for Masha Ballhaus.
Mm-hmm.
And we're underway.
Yeah. Also for the German, a new experience to fight against Istria Krasniqi. Tough task.
Ballhaus after this is going to be a shoe-in for the German number 1 position, isn't she, in this
Yeah.
weight category? 21 years old.
Yeah.
Still a youngster.
Yeah.
As far
Absolutely.
As far as previous bests are concerned, or results that she's had in the past, she did give an indication of being able to, flirt with the best, having picked up a silver medal at the Cadet World Championships back in 2017. But
Yeah.
that could have been in the team event. Not sure. May have been in the individuals. Okay, we'll give her the benefit of the doubt. She was a bronze medalist at the Cadet Europeans as well back in 2016. So she has shown some form.
That was a successful year for the Ballhaus family. The sister Sofia.
Yeah, a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder what's
Won
happened
it.
to Sofia.
The 16, the Cadets. You can find some Mokta in the final.
Reasonable quality then. Single Shido against Ballhaus at the moment. Krasniqi at times can take time to get going. She likes to work things out. Once in a while someone will get blasted away, but most of the time she's just working away.
Yeah, Masha was successful 2017 in the under 48 kilo category. It's interesting how things develops. Sofia in the under 52.
She was in the top 8 this morning, wasn't she? Krasniqi, not one of the top 4 seeds.
Yes,
but
top 8.
In the top 8, I think she was 8, seeded number 8.
Yeah.
So to take a medal here at the Europeans and come out in the top 4, I think she'll feel reasonably vindicated. It's what happens after this on the international circuit, I think, that will make her feel a little bit more comfortable as she approaches the qualification period, which begins in June. The Olympic qualification period begins in June. And she's still got a little bit of time. She may do another event. Help with her seeding. She's at number 16 in the world at the moment. So she'll want to get that higher. Always want to be in the top 8. Lost in the final of the Paris Grand Slam to Amandine Bouchard. That would have given her a few points. And she won the Grand Prix in Antalya. So she's had a little bit of a run out since the Olympic Games. She lost the bronze medal contest in Baku last year after the Games. That was her first time back up at 52, because she had competed at 52 before. 20 odd seconds left to go. Both fighters have picked up a Judo piece, and Ballhaus again impressing me that she just hasn't rolled over here to a high quality athlete, Krasniqi, because remember, she has fought at 52 before, so she's been up and down a little bit between 48 and 52.
Yeah.
So we're into the golden score period.
Wow. Yeah. I agree with you, Sheldon. Masha really impresses me.
Yeah. Not rolling over for anyone here.
Yeah.
Good effort. Just out of interest, I like the logo that they designed for the European Championships, the Bulgarians. I think it's nice, the use of the flag colours and the suggestion of a belt, an obi, if you like. Came out looking good. Is it Lucas Kopalik who's running up and down the stairs here, visiting us?
Yeah.
Looks like him as one of the VIP guests.
Oh, she has no control over her upper half here this time of the body. Yeah.
Just beginning to look a little bit threatening now, Krasniqi.
Yeah.
Maybe as Ballhaus begins to fade. Minute 4:15 into the golden score period. 2 penalties against the German, and Krasniqi always looks comfortable. It doesn't matter what time of the contest it is. Never looks as though her energy reserves have been depleted, whereas Ballhaus just beginning to look as though she's fading here. And a long day, high quality opposition right through. And then in the bronze medal contest, you've got to fight the Olympic champion, albeit from the weight below. It's a big ask for Masha Ballhaus. She's got good throwing skills, Krasniqi, and I think looked a little bit desperate. The lunge there from Ballhaus didn't really get close to threaten Krasniqi, and I think I am afraid to say, Anna, I sense something big from Krasniqi coming. I haven't got the same kind of defensive wall up against Krasniqi that you started with, Ballhaus that is.
Right arm has a good grip there from Ballhaus. Yeah.
She bent over and defending at the moment. Yeah, she didn't know what to do with that strong grip, Krasniqi. Unfortunately for Balhas, she wasn't able to use it. 2.5 minutes of golden score we've had. Still sense that it's Krasniqi, the more likely of the two to come up with a score. It wasn't the same kind of power there or speed. She was across, but she came out very, very quickly. Little foot tap there, trying to set something up. And it's Krasniqi who looks a bit worn down, slightly bent over and defensive. The pistol grip, you can see that she's got there. Got to be able to attack straight from it. You can't just hold on to it. Close, but still not able to finish.
Yeah. Grip on both lapels. Still looking there for a solution, very quick. Good variation and combination here of techniques.
We're up to 4 minutes of golden score in the net.
Yeah. But still we're going to see some really good attacks, to be honest. Sometimes at that time you're going to see only half-hearted attacks, always in one direction, remember? Always going out at the same area, leaving the tatami because only one direction, no variation. And it is still a really attractive fight.
Krasniqi looking for a grip around the collar. Shrugged away by Balhas. It's all about the Uchimata.
Yeah, she missed it.
Almost missed. Luckily, she bailed out of that attack because Krasniqi was not in the position where she had originally intended. She was gone by the time that Balhas started to move in for the attack. If she'd thrown that leg up there, she'd have found no one at home. She would have been throwing herself. You see that sometimes.
Yes.
You give big effort and the opponent goes. She hasn't been able to come up with that makikomi, has she, Krasniqi?
Yeah.
Osoto Haramakikomi kind of combination that she has.
Outside, she's consistent. 5 minutes now already.
Krasniqi picks up a penalty. That last attack wasn't counting for anything. Coach is not happy, is he?
Yep.
I'd like to see this one.
Coachy, yeah. Yeah. There was too much time in between.
Yeah. Well, we can safely say, I think, that any power difference that Krasniqi may have had in the last couple of minutes, well, that's gone now. Balhas has seen off that particular threat.
Both, when you look into the faces, look confident. No panic, in my opinion.
No, very true.
Yeah, both of them.
Well, I think Balhas is right to feel that way. She hasn't come under serious threat from Krasniqi. She hasn't been dominated in the contest at all. She's been in it all the way. I thought for a while there was a suggestion that she was running out of steam. That's not the case. We've gone on 2.5 minutes since that.
Yes.
And she hasn't really changed shape or lost her shape.
Yeah, I agree.
Krasniqi again going just that bit too far through. Balance has got to get a couple of attacks in now, level things up. Oh dear.
Yeah.
This is a real shame for Bauhaus because, you know, Krasniqi just managed to get a couple of attacks in and nudge ahead. And for the German to pick up a passivity penalty is a little bit harsh, but, you know, when it's that close.
Yes, you're right. I agree.
Krasniqi will feel that she's saved her position, despite the fact that she was not in the top 4. She came in the top 8. She wanted to be on the podium, possibly at a different height, but I think she'll settle for a bronze medal at the European Championships in the weight category above the one that she's Olympic champion. And we'll look back and think, well, it hasn't taken me that long, has it?
Yeah.
To get there.
All right. Some highlights of the fight, and then we're gonna wait for the second bronze medal contest here in the under 52 kilo category.
And then the other thing is the points that she will pick up that will help to move her up from 16 in the world. She can climb a few places, I think.
Oh yes.
That'll make her feel a little bit better. She won't get into the top 10 as yet. She'll need to do a little bit more work. We come now to the second of the bronze medal contests in the under 52 kilo category. Anna Victoria Puljic of Croatia goes up against Gefen Primo of Israel. It'll be Puljic in the white judogi, Primo in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Veli-Matti Karinkanta of Finland. Here's Anna.
Yeah, both have a similar age, we have just seen. Not so far away, with 20, beginning of 20. Didn't meet before. And there's a little gap in the world ranking. There's Gefen Primo, number 6, and Anna Victoria Puljic, number 34. So that's the difference. We're gonna have a look. Puljic lost against Bauhaus in the quarterfinal, and lost and won against Odette Frieda in a rapid charge. And let's have a look. Primo lost her her semi-final against Amandine Bouchard. So, she tries to get the arm and tries to turn her. She is in. Oh, yeah, she could get out easily. Oh, lost her grip. Big hip attack attempt here from Primo.
Puljic knocked off a few people, didn't she? And she's just done another one there.
Wow.
What a dumping that was.
Yes. Puljic can't believe it.
Goodness me.
It was not the best view from
Well, we just gone.
From us.
Yeah, the camera angle was on the top, and sometimes that looks good, but for that particular technique, we needed to be on the side. We may get one with the replay, but Puglia's defeated Perez box, lost to Bauhaus,
Yeah.
and then she had to come back through the repechage, where she beat Odette Giuffrida and now Goffin Primo.
Wow. What a day.
She's going to be going up the ranking list, isn't she?
34 before, and with that
34.
points, yeah.
And on the podium, I can't imagine that we're going to get anyone else, lower down here. This is a better view. There you go. Actually, that may have been the same view. We just got it in slow motion.
I wonder why she lost her grip. It was a strange situation, to be honest. What happened before, the few seconds before that throw? It was
there you go.
unexpected. Okay, she tried to attack.
Yeah, she was sideways on, wasn't doing anything, just standing there, wasn't she? Got
Yep.
herself into a poor position. I know I say that quite often, but when you get thrown, you are in a poor position. Right, we come now to the final of the under 52 kilo category. Amandine Bouchard of France goes up against Chelsea Giles of Great Britain. It'll be Bouchard in the white judogi, Giles in blue. Here's the road to the final. Bauhaus, Giuffrida and Coletta from Giles, Primo Krasniqi and Diogo from Bouchard. That's how they got there. The referee in the middle for this one is Ofer Ben-Zvi of Israel.
Well, so, and as you have seen it, it's the number 4, Chelsea Giles, against number 1, and they met on 3 previous occasions. The last time was the Abu Dhabi Grand Slam last year in the final, and all 3 times it was her, a French fighter, who won it. So the head-to-head is 3-0. Let's see how it goes this time.
And they were on the same podium in Tokyo.
Yes.
They both lost to Abe, didn't they? Along the way. Wasn't that the case?
We find it out. Bouchard definitely.
Yeah, Bouchard definitely in the final.
And Chelsea, yes, in the pool final. She lost against Abe.
And they didn't come up against each other there. Shared a spot on the podium in Tokyo. The Olympic silver medalist and the Olympic bronze medalist going head to head here. And as Annette said, it's 3-0 in favour of Bouchard in the head to head. Again, just reminding you of something that Annette said. It is Bouchard who's the defending champion. She picks up a penalty there. She hasn't had the best of times at European championships over the years. Although, if you go back to 2014, she picks up a silver medal.
Yeah.
Back in 2014, and then she struggled a bit then.
Yeah, there was a time where she struggled a little bit, but then she came back even stronger.
And that was the weight below anyway, 48.
Yeah, yeah. In the end, it was too hard for her to make that weight. She moved up, and it was the right decision.
Right, back to the business in hand then. A single Shido against Bouchard as we pass the halfway mark. Thought about the Maki Komi, Giles on the right hand side. Charles and the coaching staff, the coach will have worked out what it is that they've got to defend against, whilst at the same time looking at where they think Bouchard may have a weakness that they can exploit. Well, she's managed to keep Bouchard out. We're into the last minute. She hasn't managed to get past the defense of Bouchard as yet.
Looked a little bit of cagey, yeah, so far.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
Well, from both of them.
Exactly.
You know, Bouchard attempting
Absolutely, yeah.
to avoid getting caught by Giles, and Giles looking to stay off that little sit-down kataguruma that Bouchard employs to such good effect. Uchimata, almost. Sumigeishi, almost into the Asai Komi. We'll have a look at the replay of that and see whether there is anything untoward in that action. I didn't see anything, nor did the referee or the commission, and we press on. Giles beginning to rough Bouchard up a little bit, and she's not entirely happy with the situation. Oh, yeah. And Bouchard looked at the referee there and thought, well, how come?
Penalty.
Yeah, why have I not got why has she not got a Shido for that? For breaking off the grip.
Yes.
And now gives one.
Yeah.
Well, she did. We saw it immediately.
Yeah.
Right on the stroke of normal time running out. We go into golden score now. She just lost concentration there and broke off the grip.
Yes.
And Bouchard knew immediately she was looking for the
what happened?
For the Mate Shido.
Isn't that forbidden? Yeah. All right, golden score.
Just got to get back on it now. Giles. Golden score with Bouchard. Jamie Johnson just saying what he'd like to see Giles do. They've got a plan. Hasn't been able to put it into action yet.
Looking forward her favorite. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do that.
All right.
Right,
Stick to the plan.
Clear. Right, I got it.
Okay, the second penalty now.
Yeah.
Given to Chelsea chance.
Well, but Bouchard now is in the driving seat. She's put in some attack. She's got Giles on the back foot a little bit, and now it's down to Giles to really come forward, pick up a score. She hasn't had the opportunities on the ground either that she would like.
And this coming forward is the thing Amandine Bouchard wants to get underneath. That is perfect for her favorite attack. You know? So this is a little advantage she really could use for herself.
Well, she's not going to have much time now
Mm.
because Bouchard is very, very clever. She's always first to the attack. Giles has got to try and stop that. Uchimata. Chance on the ground here. Yeah, keep working. Really wouldn't matter if she goes across the chin. It will upset Bouchard no end. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't work for an osaikomi when you're doing a forbidden movement. I mean, forbidden in
If it's going across the face.
yes, yes. Then of course Mate is coming.
You might want to go back to that. There's no Shido for going across
Mm.
there. All you do is you end up upsetting your opponent and maybe getting them to lose a little bit of concentration. I'm not suggesting that that's the right thing to do. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
saying that,
yeah.
you know,
But very often it's an interesting situation because when you have that case across the chin, Mate is coming.
yeah.
But
yeah.
what happens if you worked out the osaikomi? But yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
Yeah, Giles is on the edge here because she's the one who's picked up 2 penalties, so she hasn't got the luxury of being able to take time.
Mm-hmm.
She's constantly being forced into attacking and attacking when she doesn't want to.
Good defense here from Chelsea Childs.
But you can see that Bouchard is not really concentrating on the contest. She's looking around, she's looking at the referee, she's looking at the commission. You know, she wants
Absolutely.
this to come to an end.
Yes. This body language, yeah,
There's
tells it.
Uchimata. The Uchimata actually is not bad. She manages to get in there a few times.
Yes,
But there's still that little bit of too much of a gap.
yes, and sometimes her leg is in between and lift her up, but her body is not in front of Bouchard. It is
it's
behind,
sideways. Yeah,
sideways
yeah,
or
sideways
almost
on.
behind.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
how
yeah.
can you turn your opponent
Yeah.
when you are beside or above your opponent?
Yeah, you need
It's the wrong position.
you need to commit more.
Mm.
And she's afraid of getting too close.
Mm.
But you need to turn.
You can see this
Yeah, yeah.
exactly in this
So
situation.
the leg goes out, but not the rest of the
Yeah.
body.
Yes.
She probably feels that she's putting in a good Uchimata, but you see that gap in there.
I want to attack, but feel secure.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't want to get countered.
Yes.
It's a good little battle. 2 minutes 50 of golden score. I know that there will be a few people who are looking forward, you know, to this coming to an end. But once in a while, you will get something that's very, very even and very tight, and you can expect that because Giles has gone up against Bouchard on 3 occasions and lost 3 times. So she will have, you know, attempted to work out a way to defeat her. Now they're in the middle of the mat again. I called Mate there. Johnson's got plenty to say, hasn't he? Loads of advice coming out.
Mm.
Giles can keep in the contest by being first. You can't allow Bouchard to take it just by throwing in some kind of small attack where she ends up looking the aggressor. On the arm here as well.
Good work on ground.
Yeah. Bouchard just wants this over. She keeps looking at the referee and hoping that he's going to say, okay, tidy up, and it's the end. Always throws in these small attacks just to get something in. They never look as though they're going to throw.
Tricky moment here.
Mhm.
She got a good control over the leg, Bouchard, but the upper half of the body, Chelsea Childs' upper half of the body and the back, they're
Yeah,
not
she's-
involved.
She's almost imploring the referee to bring it to
Mhm.
an end, looking at him like, come on, you know, how many times have I got to attack? Well, you know, they've really got to be stronger. They've got to be better attacks. They've got to be threatening.
Yeah, and effective maybe.
Yes, yeah. But if she throws in another one like that, that'll be the end of it. We
Yes.
saw it with Krasnicki earlier
Yeah.
on. Uchimata.
Mhm.
Giles could just frustrate Bouchard into making a mistake, you know.
Yep.
So I think I've got to do something more
She could use
to
that.
bring it to an end.
Mhm.
The arm's gone over now.
Nice grip. She went onto the ground. Yep.
Not getting enough time on the ground, Giles, to work her turnovers.
Yes. For
Second
dropping
penalty.
down.
Yeah. I'll let you know when it's valid or not, and we didn't think they were.
Mm-hmm.
We know what you're doing. That's our second penalty picked up by Bouchard. And what that does is it takes away those sorts of attacks. They've got to be strong and they've got to be valid. That was
Almost.
close.
Almost got it.
She can't see the landing, Giles. She feels that it was better
Yeah,
than
yeah,
it was.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Getting roughed up a bit now.
But again, the first attack, this Uchimata, it was a good example from the previous Uchimatas. It's not. Maybe she already thinks about the counter, or not counter, but the combination.
Yeah.
You know, for that it was a good grip. But for the Uchimata, she got an awkward grip. It's really difficult to throw with that grip. The Uchimata, to finish that Uchimata off.
You could see
Good
that,
defense.
You could see that attack coming though.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm a bit slow. And then you throw one in.
Yeah.
She was looking to ambush her. You know, we call it.
Yes.
Trying to lull her into false sense of security and then launch an attack. Very, very clever fighter, Amandine Bouchard. Tactically, really makes things difficult for opponents. This is a bad situation for her to be in, that head down. It's a better shot for us to see. They're both claiming it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
One will get disappointed.
Yeah.
And it is Amandine Bouchard.
Yeah, well, we're going to see the replay.
Yes, we have to.
And if it's not clear, then they'll take it away. We shall see. We'll see.
I saw a reaction from Amandine Bouchard, but it was not the end. It was not.
Exactly.
There was still a movement and a continuation and development.
Giles feels that she's got it. Yeah, and she has. Yeah. European champion. Chelsea Giles over Amandine Bouchard.
Wow.
Olympic bronze medalist, European champion. They're all beginning to pile up, add up for Chelsea Giles. Congratulations to her, and Jamie Johnson will be happy. And she really had to battle for that one, well into 5 minutes of golden score, and against one of the top tacticians in that weight category. Well, she's on her back, isn't she? She's already gone over.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's tricky. It's interesting. The first time I saw it, I thought it came from Amandine Bouchard.
I never thought that. Sorry.
But then the second view, because I had a look. I looked to her leg. Let's have a look to her left leg now. I think it's the left one. He steps. There was a little movement, but it was already involved into the section, you know.
And
so
then how the thing is, how did she get there? That will be the question. How did she get there, and at what stage does, if she does take it over, at what stage does she take it over? And in the taking over, you've already got the remainder of the action from Giles. So it's too late, unfortunately, for her.
Yes.
Right, we come now to the awarding ceremony for the men in the under 60 kilo category.
Medals will be presented by the President of the Bulgarian Judo Federation, Mr. Steinhoff.
The Medals are being presented by the president of the Bulgarian Judo Federation, Mr. Roman Stoilov. The first of the bronze medals goes to Jorif Estradne, Belgium. Bronze medal also for Cédric Revol of France. Silver medal goes to Yanislav Gerchev of Bulgaria. The gold medal goes to Francisco Garrigos of Spain. Alexander Yatskevich, the head referee director of the European Judo Union, presenting the prizes. And now the national anthem of Spain. Well, they managed to get a reasonable crowd in for today. Friday will be a bigger crowd on Saturday and Sunday. We've got the heavier weights as well. It's usually the way with the lighter weights during the week. You don't get as many people in, and of course we're still operating under some degree of COVID-19 protocols. Estradne and Revol were the bronze medal winners. It was Gerchev who took the silver. The gold goes to Garrigos. Coming up next, the under 66 kilo category. In fact, we've got two weight categories left to bring you. The under 66 kilo category. And the first of the bronze medals features Elios Manzi of Italy, who will be up against Yashar Najafov of Azerbaijan. It'll be Manzi in the white judogi, Jafov in blue. Alec Burm is on hand to give you the route. Head-to-head, they haven't gone head-to-head yet. And it's the first time that we've seen numbers like this. 148.
Oh, wow.
For Manzi on the world ranking list, up against Najafov at 38. So
that's a huge gap.
Yeah, that is a big gap. The referee in the middle for this one is Vitaly Sulima of Ukraine, and welcome to everyone who's just joining us. I know that some of you have been at work or doing various things and you haven't been able to to get on for the early part of the program. And a big hello to Jay Cipriani as well, who's joining us. So welcome. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. There's Manzi. I managed to chat with him earlier on in the warm-up area after one of his wins, and there's Najafov. No surprise for Azerbaijan to have fighters at this weight, but we could say the same for the Italians, because Manuel Lombardo is right up there. Hasn't quite made it today, but they've also previously had the Olympic champion at under 66
Yes.
kilos. So
What
no
a
surprise.
category that is.
No surprise for the Italians.
Yes.
In actual fact, there's been a smooth change, hasn't there? From
Yeah.
Basile
Yeah.
going up to 73, leaving the 66s, and then that spot being taken by Manuel Lombardo, who, as I say, is not here on this occasion, but no doubt we'll see him in the lead up to Paris once that qualification gets underway.
Yeah.
We had a few upsets in this weight category, didn't we? What was the first? I suppose well, Gaetero. You can't really call Gaetero Martin defeating Vieira an upset, because he's such a quality player, Gaetero Martin, the Spaniard. We'll see him in the final. Shmailov is still in there. We'll see him in the next. In fact, we'll see him in the next bronze medal contest against Vieira. That would be a real humdinger. The problem for Gaetero Martin is that he picked up a really nasty cut on the eyebrow in a previous contest. Vesemar Gvelashvili, I suppose, going out to Ivanov. That was a big one. The number 2 seed being downed by the outsider Ivanov.
Yeah, definitely unexpected for the Georgian, who won silver last year. No chance for a rapid charge contest here. He's lost too early. A round too early. Half the contest is gone. Everybody picked up a penalty.
Well, you got into the last minute very quickly, didn't we? 3 minutes went past without a great deal of action. I thought Najafov might be giving Manzi a bit of a working over here, but Manzi's really standing up pretty well. He picks up a penalty for avoiding to take a grip, but so does Najafov. Also a little bit.
Something doesn't fit. Left-sided attempt.
Yeah, Najafov felt that coming and moved well. It was slightly embarrassing for Manzi after that because he just collapsed. Didn't get close enough to him. Manzi wasn't impressed with that grip, was he? He actually had a look at it.
What's that?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah. All right, golden score.
Yeah, we really need these two to step up now because they've felt each other out. They know. I was going to say they know what to expect, but we almost got the unexpected there. Najafov looking to lift Manzi off his feet.
But it won't go long because both penalized twice, and it's just a score or the next mistake, which will be the decision here about bronze and the fifth.
I'd like to see a throwing technique, to be honest, to finish it off. He's got a small cut on the right cheek.
Yep.
And if they're not careful, because it's on the other side of the referee, so you can't see it. Otherwise, he'd have that wiped up. But the second that he turns and he sees it, going to have to stop again. I can't point it out from where we're sitting, but could be the reason that...
No, it's nothing serious.
No, I'm just thinking it may just be a little bit of blood, and it could be the blood that his opponent's gone off to deal with Najafov. But when the referee sees it, he's going to think that he's cut, so he'll stop it and send him off. And really...
They're looking now... where is it?
Yeah, they both could have gone off.
Yes.
And wiped it up at the same time. Tal flickers up there in the stands as they finished rather earlier than he would have hoped. The Bulgarian waving the flag just stood right in front of him as though he could hear us and wanted to block Tal flicker. Thanks for that. We were talking earlier on, weren't we, about who has the advantage. Is it the athlete who goes off for treatment, or is the athlete who remains waiting for their opponent to return? We should do
There's no rule, to be honest.
Yeah, we should do a record and see
That's right.
who wins.
That's right.
The one who stays on, the one who's gone off for treatment. I think you'd be right. Which is
it's really
balance.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah. This time it's this way, this time it goes the other way. Yeah.
Frantic exchange of grips there. Ojigari from Manzi just had Najafov stepping back. He's given him a really good run for his money, given that they are how many, 100 places apart in the world ranking list.
Yeah, yep, you don't need to forget that. That's right.
Manzi knows the rule. He's always keeping one hand on him, even though he's trying to battle the grips off. He's keeping one hand on. Amandine Bouchard knew the rule. In her contest, she realised that Shido should have been given, and it was. A little push out there from Manzi as he put some pressure on Najafov on the edge of the contest there. A minute and a half of golden score we've had. Single penalty. Oh, won't have to worry about penalty.
Wow.
Beautiful execution by Elios Manzi. Flattened Najafov. He showed him the top with the Serenagi, but it was the Kojigaki
Clever.
to the rear that caught him.
Ready for a pick.
Yeah. Typical Italian. Yeah. Where's the camera? Show me the camera. He's got a little bit of catching up to do on Basile there, but
Yeah, I like it.
but that was a beautifully executed technique.
Yes, it was.
Manzi takes the first of the bronze medals in the under 66 kilo category. Yashar Najafov has to settle for 5th place, and slightly embarrassingly getting flattened at the end there. But it was a terrific entry. Couldn't stop him in the end. But
Brilliant control.
we had to wait for a while, didn't we? It took a while in coming. You see, they're getting that little bit closer with the hands. Here it is. Annette.
Yes. Let's have a look at the grip. Both hands on the sleeve, or at least one. Yeah. It was a brilliant moment. It was the moment where he broke up the grip, his opponent, and then everything was open. You just needed to get in.
And you can see the reaction from Najafov, because he's trying to pull him backwards.
No chance.
But you're going in that direction.
Yeah,
He didn't realise it is yet. Manzi was half saying, Manzi was half saying, well, don't worry, we're going in that direction anyway. I'm going to take you there. You don't need to pull me. Right, we come now to the second of the bronze medal contests in the under 66 kilo category, and this should be a real humdinger. Baruch Shmailov of Israel goes up against Denis Vieru of Moldova. It'll be Shmailov in the white judogi, Vieru in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is Roland Poigar of Austria. And here is Annette Böhm.
Yes, and we spoke about Denis Vieru, the number 1 seed here, the number 1 in the world, and his opponent is the number 10 in the world. And they met on 5 occasions. 3-2 for the Israeli fighter, Baruch Shmailov.
Well, we got 2 of the biggest throwers in the under 66 kilo category, 2 of the biggest throwers in the world in that weight category, and there's one of them, Baruch Shmailov. No doubt, family, friends, girlfriend, all watching on, cheering at the TV. There's Denis Vieru. Technically, one of the best throwers in judo, any weight category. When he throws big, it's absolutely beautiful.
Missed that first attack here, Vieru.
Kind of sold him as well with the first movement. Just didn't get the leg close enough and far enough through. I've seen a perfect example of that a couple of minutes ago in the first of the bronze medal contests. You don't get long to settle in, and one more cycle with an attack by Vieru and not Shmailov, and the Israeli will pick up a penalty. So the time goes very, very quickly. You have to be aware of that. You have to know exactly where that clock in the referee's head is and when he's likely to call a mate and say, hey, you haven't attacked enough.
Outside. Ooh.
Just had the one hand on.
Turned. Yeah.
And it was easy to turn off because there was no control. So, yep, he put an attack in, but Vieru was able to fend it off without too much trouble. Had a minute and a half already. Very, very quickly.
He put everything in the head. Shmailov.
Look how quickly things turn around. It's Vieru who picks up the penalty for passivity. 2 attacks in from Shmailov.
Yeah, 2 big attacks.
And then Vieru gets penalised. As I say, you have to know what the referee is looking at as far as timing is concerned and make sure you don't fall foul of that. That's when you sense that he may come up with the penalty, you better put some attacks in. Again attacking there. A few in the crowd begin to call for a Shido.
Yeah, he looks a little bit too cool for me right now, Denis Vieru. He's a brilliant thrower, no doubt, but...
it's always his way, though. Mr. Cool.
Mr. Cool.
I can't see that changing, honestly. It's just the way that he goes about his craft. Minute 20 left to go. Oh, he just pulled away there.
Yeah. A good grip here for the Israeli. Oh.
Low Kata from Shmailov. Vieru was up to defending against. He picks
But
up the
another-
second penalty.
Yes, but another attack. Yeah, another attack from Shmylov.
Shmylov. Viru smiled at the referee as he picked up that penalty, as if to say, "Are you kidding me? You cannot be serious." Mr. Poiga had already dished it out. And 2 penalties. Oh, and he pays the price. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
And Mr. Cool, I mean, look.
Mr. Cool.
Without batting an eyelid. No big celebration, nothing at all. The single error that Shmylov committed in the contest. Yeah, I'll get you next time, he says.
Yes.
3-3 then.
Yeah. That ties things up.
And Viru, just another day at the office, you know. And of course, because he came in here as the #1 seed, we have to call this as a save, because he has ended up on the podium, albeit he's not in the position that he wanted to be in, which was #1. Because he was going. If Shmylov didn't go, then Viru was going to go. He was almost up on the hip there.
The problem was that he attacked him and he was just in front of him for Johannage to make a step and get behind
Get
him.
behind.
Or next to beside or behind him, but not in front. Look,
Yeah.
he couldn't turn him.
That left, Viru's left leg was too far around
Yep.
for him to get away with that.
Yep. No, no,
Yeah.
no.
He needed to be on the other side and turned. Yeah.
That was really a nice invitation to throw.
I'll take that.
Yeah,
We
thanks.
come now to the final of the under 66 kilo category. Alberto Gaitero Martin of Spain goes up against Bogdan Iadov of Ukraine. It'll be Gaitero Martin in a white judogi, Iadov in blue. Here's how they got their Gaitero Martin over Viru Manzi Buncic and Nurkovic. Najafov, Shmylov, Totikev and Mitseli of Italy were downed by Iadov on his way to the final.
Yes, and they are neighbors. Oh, first of all, the referee.
Yeah, Mathieu Bataille of France. You were talking about them being neighbours. Go ahead.
Yes, neighbors in regard to the places they have in the world rankings. 17 and 18. The two of them.
Well, this is going to sort it out then, isn't it?
Yeah. 3 times he won. Bogdan Iadov. And 2 times it was the Spaniard.
Well, we are not far away from the medical table. There's a treatment centre for the athletes who picked up knocks, bumps and bruises not far from us. And I can tell you that Gaitero Martin has been there on several occasions today, the result of which you can see with that strapping around the head. There's a cut just above the right eyebrow.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a nasty one. It's going to need some stitching, and in the meantime they've put some tape, it's like mesh that they put on there, and then they tape it on, and then they strap the head up. But before that they had to put some kind of, I want to say a product that is a kind of yellow or orange
disinfection thing, or
yeah, like a disinfectant almost, but not in the gut, but that kind of thing, and it discolors your skin.
Yeah, it's when you have an operation before, something like that, you know.
And I heard
that it hurt.
Well, I heard Gaitero Martin's reaction to when it went into the skin, because the skin was open and it
burned.
Even a strong boy.
Yes.
Like Alberto.
You shouldn't tell that.
Please.
No, everybody knows it.
Strong man, yeah. Well, no,
it makes him even stronger.
I think so. You know.
Yeah.
Shows that he's got feelings.
Yeah. He's human.
The doctor just kept pushing the finger in, because you've got to put those, as I say, the mesh thing, put that in, tape on, and then wrapped it round his head, and It's okay when the tape's going on and around. That's when it has to come off.
Exactly, after the competition. And it has to come off, and another thing, all the pressure comes from you. So tonight, his head, don't want to have that one.
Maybe he'll get some painkillers from
the doctor. For sure.
And that's before we come to talking about the bruise on his nose. But I think we've done the injury list for Gaetero Martin enough. We'll leave him now. Fingers, toes taped up.
Maybe there's some connection to his fighting style. We don't know, but
could be. he moved nicely there, though, didn't he?
Yes.
Reasonable looking effort from Yadov with the Sarnag end. Gaetero Martin just stepped around to the right and avoided getting caught up without. Kajana Bali is in the chair for Yadov. Hasn't been that long since Kajana Bali was on the tatami. It's beginning to get really quite disconcerting when I look at the coaches in the chair and I say, I remember him when he was a junior.
Once upon a time. Vitaly is in the stands. But today there have been different coaches.
That's right. Yeah.
And maybe he keeps the overview from the stands.
Yes.
There he is.
Dubra, just behind the scoreboard there.
With the blue shirt.
2 seats up.
Yep.
Got the glasses on. You can see he's got rather large frame, and he's got shirt sleeves on with that shirt sleeve blue type colour. Minute 18 gone. Gaetero Martin still that single Shido against him. He had yet to get going here. It's both fighters picking up penalties for passivity. The pressure now on Gaetero Martin. A minute 12 left in regulation time, but he's picked up 2 penalties. Single slip now will put him out. He's getting backed up.
Wow!
Terrific Ojigari.
Yeah.
Flattened Gaetero Martin. Annette.
So it's the 4th time now in a row that Yadov wins that one, and he wins gold. This is incredible.
He's got his number, hasn't he?
Now looking for that replay.
You can't get any lower an Ojigari than the one that we saw delivered there beautifully by Bogdan Yadov as he flattened Gaetero Martin.
And this is a special happiness with all the circumstances. I feel really happy.
Yeah.
I'm really happy for him.
This was crunching effort.
Wow.
And I like the right arm as well. Talk us through the use of the right arm was unusual. You see it from the other side. Gets it low and he pulls it in. There's no getting off that.
That's what I told you.
Really low. Hey, look at the right arm here, around the hip.
Yep. Low and a good control when he executes that.
See what I mean? He's just trapping with the elbow, isn't
yes. That was also my feeling when I saw it.
I think that's perfectly okay, given where he's got because it's not his hand.
Yeah.
You know, and it comes down low. I think that's okay.
Maybe if the hand wasn't above the belt
gripping,
and
yes.
you just try to block with the hand.
We're
Okay,
blocking.
that's forbidden. But the hand was,
Right, we come now to the awarding ceremony for the women in the under 52 kilo category. The athletes are lined up and ready, all standing there at the far end of the competition hall. Anna Hersel is just managing them onto the podium there for the medal presentation. Real hard-working member of the EJU team. I don't think we've ever mentioned her before, but there you go, you've got a mention. I like it. The medals are being presented by the president of the European Judo Union, Mr. Otto Kneitinger. And the first of the bronze medal goes to Anna Victoria Puljec of Croatia. There's a bronze medal also for Bistria Krasniqi of Kosovo. Silver medal goes to Amandine Bouchard of France. The gold medal goes to Chelsea Giles of Great Britain. Really proud moment for all the medalists. I think I'd be right in saying that Bouchard is the only one up there who is really disappointed.
Yes.
Of course, Chelsea Giles is happy. She's got the gold medal. You've got 2 bronze medal winners who won their contest. Maybe Krasniqi might also be a bit disappointed. Anyway, let's stand now for the national anthem of Great Britain. Krasniqi and Puljec were the bronze medal winners. It was Bouchard who on this occasion had to settle for the silver, but Giles took the gold medal. Let's see if Bouchard manages a smile then up there. You get a hug.
Yes.
One of the photographers will try and solicit a smile out of her, but you can see the 2 who are not. And as you said, it's Giles and Krasniqi. They've got bigger fish to fry than this. Giles is delighted with a gold medal win. Everyone has a bit of a handshake. There's a nod. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
And then off you go. And it's back to business. Someone's asked Bouchard for a photograph. Still can't manage a smile, I'm afraid. Right, okay. We come now to the last of the weight categories.
Yes.
The first of the bronze medal contest in the under 57 kilo category. Mina Lieber of Belgium goes up against Paulina Starke of Germany. It'll be Lieber in the white judogi, Starke in blue. Referee in the middle for this one is Ofer Ben Zvi of Israel. What have we got for us, Annette, for the background to these 2?
Well, same age as we have seen it, same numbers of win, so it is 3-3, so it's really equal. And in regard to the world ranking, Lieber a little bit higher. She is ranked number 17 in the world. Pauline Starke number 35, but Pauline Starke had a really strong and tough day today. The only one she lost against was Timna Nelson-Levy, who was in the final. She won against Thelma Montero, the number 2 seed here before, the defender of the European Championship, and also won against Flaka Loksha, the Kosovan.
Kosovo, yeah.
But on the other side,
She's gone over already.
yes,
Just,
but also the Belgium. Every time she's there on the list, I really like to watch and follow her. She's a strong fighter, Mina Liber.
Starker hadn't switched on yet, I don't think.
Yeah.
Caught early, cold.
That's plenty of time.
Yeah, she was on her heels. What are we looking at then?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Starker pick up a penalty as well. What, for getting thrown?
Yeah.
It's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Penalty for getting thrown.
Oh dear. Right. Must have done something during the action. Maybe grabbed the leg on the way down or something. Anyway.
Didn't see that.
No, I didn't. Starker with a bit of work to do. Trails here by Wazari inside the first 30 seconds.
Yeah.
They're not in the best place there. Head down, bent over, looking defensive. Starker got to press this now and at least come out of here with Libya picking up Ishido.
Can she turn her?
Chance for the roll.
Yeah, good defense here from Liber
exactly.
with her
Got the
right leg.
Yeah.
She tries to get that leg away.
No, not going to happen now. And she does pick up the penalty for the false attack. So it was a save. Earlier on it happened, and then they went into Newaza, and he just saved it, because something might happen in Newaza. So rather than calling Mate and then giving a penalty for the false attack, because remember, it was Starker who was attacking.
Yes.
So you had to allow that advantage.
Yep.
It didn't happen. You didn't get away with the penalty. Half the contest gone. This has gone really quick. Annette. Starker not out of it.
Yeah.
Although she trails by Rosario. Another chance to work on the ground here.
She is really willing to get it back. She got a good attitude.
No, it's gone now.
She's a fighter.
Libya is going to do everything possible to keep that clock running. Now it's her turn to attack on the ground. We've got to get out of there. Yeah. Brought down on the side. I think they may be asking for that one. Let's see if they do have a look. Nope, nothing in it. That's close though. Yeah. On the belt, head down. Mind you, her head's covered with the gi. That's a little bit different now, but still overly defensive. He drops there to get out of it for me.
Yeah, it is. It's not attractive.
No.
But we are already in the last minute. So that time, that huge time we spoke about.
It's going again.
The
grips that Starker
it's not the best grip.
takes up. No, for the Uchimata, where you're going with that.
You don't need a grip on the collar, on the back, and then you are able to throw.
And it doesn't matter that she did what Chelsea Giles was not doing, which was to get in a good position with the lower half of the body. If the top half is not there, you know, they need to share that, don't they?
Yeah.
the top half for Starker and the bottom half for Giles. She ducked underneath.
Yeah, she did.
And she gets caught anyway, so it won't matter.
Wow. Strong
Lost
effort here from the bear.
ducking
Yes.
underneath, getting in a bad position. Mackie
Yeah.
Comey, and over you go.
Yeah. She got such a strong day in the end, 5th place.
Trying to make something happen. Starker, and unfortunately ducked underneath and left herself open. Disappointment for the German. She has to settle for 5th place, but Nina Libier of Belgium it is who takes the first of the bronze medals in the under 57 kilo category.
Yeah. That was the very first action. Look how she pulled that arm and got it. The Iwasari cross grip. Second one. Yeah. Okay.
Coming up next, we've got the second of the bronze medal contest in the 57 kilo category. Vera Zamanova of the Czech Republic goes up against Eteri Lipatiliani of Georgia. It'll be Zamanova in the white judogi, Lipatiliani in blue. The referee in the middle for this one is John Ramekers of the Netherlands. It's Anna.
Yeah, same age. And from the graphics, you saw the Czech fighter won against the Georgian. It was at the Europeans 2 years ago.
When they were held in Prague.
Yes.
Maybe she's better at home.
Yeah.
Tiliani picked up Yoshida. They both picked up a penalty apiece now. Lipatiliani is non-stop, isn't she? All attack.
You're right.
The Georgian. A little stab at Ojigari there, Lipatiliani, but nothing serious. It didn't unsettle Zamanova, so she couldn't set something up. So when she comes up with the combination that closes the space down, she gets closer to her opponent, she can come up with a follow-up attack.
Lipatiliani missed the podium last year, ended up as a 5th. So definitely we know what she wants to achieve this time. She collected already medals at Continental Championships, but or 3 times gold, but all as a junior or in the under 23. This would be a next step for her.
She's busy enough, I think, to really force Zamanova to pick up a third Shido. If Lipitiliani has another cycle where she's the dominant one and the only one attacking, she'll take that on a third penalty.
Kept control about the situation. Just needed to turn and continue that movement.
No, we didn't have to worry about the penalty, did we? Zamanova looking at the scoreboard thinking, time's running out, 50 seconds, I've got 2 penalties, I better make something happen. I'm going to get close in. And Lipitiliani just turning her opponent.
It looked looked easy.
Fairly harmless.
Harmless,
but making sure that she had control, there was sufficient enough force, and she put her opponent largely on her back. And that met the criteria for Terry Lipitiliani of Georgia, it is, who picks up the second of the bronze medal contest in the under 57 kilo category. Let's see if we can unearth some highlights from that one. Right, we come now to the final of the under 57 kilo category. Sarah Leonie Sissik of France goes up against Timna Nelson Levy of Israel. It'll be Sissik in the white judogi, Nelson Levy in blue. There you go, 3-5 head to head. Nelson Levy.
Yes.
No, sorry, that's the world ranking.
World ranking.
3-5. That's in Sissik's
Close.
favor. However, it's 2-2.
Yes.
2-2 in the head-to-head. There's the road to the final. Lipitiliani, Liber and Samadzic, Sissik, Starker, Zamanova and Topolovic were downed by Nelson Levy. The referee in the middle for this one is from Belgium.
Yeah.
And she's been off for a while to have a family, but we're glad to have back Heather Lutyens.
Yeah, here they are. The number 5 in the world is up against the number 3. The Olympic and world silver medalist. Bronze medal last year, Sarah Leonie Sissik. Bronze medal last year together with Nora Chakova, who's not here. Timna Nelson Levy ended up as 7th last year, so incredible improvement from the Israeli. She already won 1 bronze medal in her career, the Israeli fighter, a few years ago in Kazan at the Europeans. That was 2016. But then every time missed to get onto the podium. This time she already is, but it's not clear if it is silver or gold. Oops.
Zeke not backing off. You know?
Yep.
A slip by Nelson Levy, and Zeke was right there, ready to pick up the slip from Nelson Levy. Nice grip from the Israeli with the right arm around the back now. Just managing to control the head there.
Yeah.
Nice way out from Sisik, coming underneath with that Surikomiyashi-like action.
She's under pressure and attacked. Nelson Levy put her under pressure, but didn't attack in this situation. So a good grip is not enough. She also is a little bit.
Has to use it.
She's careful because she knows about also the counter and the strength. This time, yeah. She made sure that she got a good entry, and yeah, the hip was strong.
Landing was just about, wasn't it?
It was close. It was close to nothing.
It was on and then off. I was okay with the landing and then rolling off. It's a nice entry from Nelson Levy, getting past the defences of Sisik and then getting up and over the hip. Feel a little bit better now, Sisik, for her part. Just that little bit more determined to get past the defences of Nelson Levy.
Yeah.
Now a chance to work on the ground. Got to keep Sisik there and burn some of the time, because there's plenty of time left on the clock. Well over a minute and a half. Keep looking busy. Coming in at the side, I don't think she had as much control as if she'd come around the back, trap the legs, trap the top half of the body, really closed her down. She never looked as though she was going to get that leg hooked in from that position either. Just over a minute left to go. And it's like the hourglass. The sand is draining out of it quickly. No, it is less than a minute. Nelson Levy not getting the left hand on, just keeping away and looking as though you want to take a grip.
Yeah, it's not 100% active.
It doesn't. Yeah, that doesn't keep.
You just play it.
Yeah.
And as soon as you keep it away, and that's, I think.
And that was exactly the penalty.
Was it a penalty
that she got
for? Yeah.
Guarding that left side. A little bit too obvious. Doing it again here. Half a minute left to go. She's just picked up the one penalty. She can afford to burn one more.
And broke down.
I wonder.
Escaped.
Well, I wonder how much escaping we're going to see now in this last 30 seconds.
Yeah.
She's not going to want to get too close to Sisik, is she? Got to keep her head up.
And again, look at the left hand.
Yeah, she can afford to burn one more. Just can't afford to get thrown. She will pick up another penalty. 10 seconds left to go. Again, same penalty. Yeah, avoiding to take a grip. She can only get given one penalty, though, at a time. 9 seconds left to go. Wazari on the board. Nelson Levy, despite the two penalties that she's picked up, should not lose it from here. Sisik hasn't been able to get past the defences. Stay tall, stay strong, keep your opponent off, stay up.
Attack and attack. It's the only way you can change something now.
Done now. It's no good Sarah Leone Sisik being upset at this point. The contest is 4 minutes. Yeah, that's the way it goes. And I harken back to football, where any team who scores one in the 89th minute is not rushing up to try and score a second. They've got 10 people back defending.
Yes.
And that's what she was doing. She was defending.
Protecting
her lead. It's unattractive.
It is unattractive. And in the end, she just didn't want it to lose. But normally you better think that you want to win. But you want to win in the end. And that was the difference you really could see. It wasn't attractive. Of course, she scored.
Yeah.
But I don't like that kind of fight, to be honest.
But nobody does. Nobody likes it in any sport. And I keep going on about the football because I see it so much, so many times, when a team that scores says, right, I'm done. I'm not attacking. They kick it around in their own half and everything. You know.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That was the last of the action, but we've got 2 awarding ceremonies to come. So you want to see those? And in particular, we want to see Bogdan Iadov. There's some highlights. Once she scored, that was it, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was off as far as the attacking was concerned.
She decided to stop fighting.
Yeah, you know, when she hangs the medal up or she puts it on her mantelpiece or wherever it is it's going to go, it's just going to say gold medal.
Exactly.
The European Championships, not
the
gold,
result is the thing which remains and not how you went to it.
Yeah, not gold medal, and I defended for most of the contest.
Yeah.
Right, we come now to the awarding ceremony for men in the under 66 kilo category. The medals are being presented by the General Treasurer of the European Judo Union, Dr. Toplasov. The first of the bronze medals goes to Denis Vieru of Moldova. There's a bronze medal also for Elios Manzi of Italy. Silver medal goes to Alberto Gaitiro Martin of Spain. But the gold medal goes to Bogdan Iadov of Ukraine.
General Secretary of the International Judo Federation.
There's that Ojigari again, Kajan Nabali out of his chair. Matthew Bataille, the big man in the middle. He's downed a few people for Ippon, but maybe not with the same kind of deft touch as a 66 kilo category fighter. And he fought a few weights up, didn't he? And now the national anthem of Ukraine. Time for a picture, which no doubt should get printed out, framed, put on the wall. There's your memory, I suppose. And then you've got a few, haven't you? Got up on the wall. All the results that you have. Vieru and Manzi were the bronze medal winners. And Tero Martin took silver. It was Iadov took the gold medal. We've got one more awarding ceremony to bring you before we wrap up. 7:15 here in Sofia. 5 weight categories.
Starting ceremony
4 more tomorrow.
in the women's under 57 kilo category.
4 more Saturday and then another 5 on Sunday. So plenty of judo to bring you over the next couple of days. Eddie Coaz, Michael Vachun, and Frankie de Moore, the 3 gentlemen there, the marketing director, Eddie Coaz, who is partly masked.
Yeah.
Michael Vachun, the EJU vice president in the middle, and Frankie de Moore, refereeing director of the European Judo Union and a former Olympic referee himself, highly accomplished, and now doing a great job in the EJU refereeing commission. Right, okay, well, we've got the athletes lined up and ready to go. Is the under 57 kilo category.
For women under 57 kilo.
The medals are being presented by Michael Vachun, the Vice President of the European Judo Union. And the first of the bronze medals goes to Etteri Lipatiliani of Georgia. There's a bronze medal also for Mina Libert of Belgium. Silver medal goes to Sarah Leonie Sissik. She hasn't recovered yet from the loss.
Yes. She is disappointed,
Yeah,
of course.
seriously disappointed. But the gold medal goes to Timna Nelson, maybe, of Israel, who's absolutely delighted.
Yes.
Thrilled with her gold medal winning performance at these European Championships. Frankie de Moore gets the opportunity to present the prizes, and here's that huge hip technique. It really turned into an Uchimata here, doesn't it?
Yeah, that was really strong. Powerful.
Love that left arm. That's what really does it at the end. She keeps control of her and pulls that across her own body.
You don't see Sissik falls that often
No.
and that
No.
in that way.
Not with that kind of power.
Got thrown. Yeah.
Yeah. And now the national anthem of Israel. Happy days for Tina Nelson-Levy and for all her family who are watching in Israel. Big celebrations for them, I'm sure. Right, okay, a big arm around Sisik from Tina Nelson-Levy. You can do that when you're the winner, can't you?
Yes.
Yeah, magnanimous. Frankie de Moor's off, and so is Michel Vacu. They've done their job, and here we go. We'll see who's smiling now. Yeah, I always like to see this. Who's got a big smile? We'll go and give Sisik a hug later. We'll see her in the hotel.
Yes, of course.
You know, commiserations for her. Lipatiliani and Libert were the bronze medal winners. Sisik took the silver. It was Nelson-Levy with the biggest smile of all who took the gold medal. Well, that brings us to the end of the broadcast for today. We can take a quick look at the medal table. There were gold medals for France, Spain, Israel, UK, Ukraine and Great Britain. We shan't keep you too long with the rest of them, but we will be back tomorrow with more action from day 2 of the European Championships. But from Anik Berm, all the broadcast team, and myself here in Sofia, it's bye for now.
Bye-bye and see you tomorrow.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get a no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all it is. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out.
Different names to justify the ownership. Rules are still the same. Chances we don't get, but still we showing love to everyone that shows respect. At the river is where they used to trade. Our ancestors, how can we not relate? The story goes so deep. Not looking for revenge, looking for solutions in the day that we'll smile again.